So Lucid Motor has finally announced that they are officially going public with SPAC company Churchill Capital Corporation 4, stock ticker CCIV. The stock market has not liked the current news. It seems the stock price has dropped over 33% right now pre-market. With the announcement, Lucid Motors also came out with their investors presentation. So let's take a look at that today and see if this was all a crazy hype or what does this company have to offer. So let's get started. If this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and follow me on Twitch where I live stream and take a look at stocks you want me to look at. And right after this video goes live, I should be streaming, so check me out. So like I mentioned, Lucid Motor is going to go public via this SPAC Churchill Capital Corp number 4. This is stock ticker CCIV. Before market closed yesterday, the stock price was $57.37. And now pre-market, the stock price is down 34%, down about $20. So there's a lot of numbers in top stories going around about the merger price deal. But today we're going to take a look at the presentation and see if we can see the true deal. So now let's take a look at their presentation with their merger and let's find out more about the company. So Lucid's mission is to inspire the adoption of sustainable transportation by creating the most captivating luxury electric vehicles centered around the human experience. Lucid's first product, the Lucid Air, is on track for expected production and deliveries in the second half of 2021. All right, so from this, we can already learn two things: what type of business Lucid is in and what stage of its life it's at. So the stage of its life, it's getting ready to produce. It's expected to produce within the next 6 months, the second half of 2021. So at the moment, they are not producing vehicles. The second thing we learned is this is more an electric vehicle company in the luxury field. Many people might not consider Tesla luxury, right? They have the Model 3, they have the Model X, which are more just in the adoption of the overall market and more of mass production for everyone to be able to afford. So we can see Lucid is not trying to hit that. They are trying to be more like, for example, the Porsche, maybe the Mercedes of electric vehicles. So if we take a look at management, they seem to have a great lead of experience. Their CEO is Peter Rawson, who used to be the Vice President of Vehicles Engineering at Tesla and Chief Engineer of the Model S. And this is where he was before he became the CEO of the company. But Elon Musk did come out with a tweet recently in September 8th of 2020 that Rawson did not design the Model S. Prototype was done before he joined and he left us in the lurch just as things got tough, which was not cool. He does give him some credit. He did make some contribution to the body chassis engineering, but not to the powertrain, not to the battery, electronics, or software. So I guess there's a bit of sour taste between both these guys right now. They also have Derek Jenkins, who is the Senior Vice President of Designs, and he was the previous Director of Design at Mazda North America Operations. They have Michael Smuts, which is the Vice President of Finance, and he was the previous Global Director of Cost Optimization at Ford Motor Company. So on paper, these guys look that they have strong experience in this market. So right now, Lucid is considering itself a post-luxury, and a post-luxury is more like one that you don't have to compromise anymore. They currently say that right now, the established luxury that they have in vehicles, one has to decide what route you want to go. If you want to be in the sports luxury, you go with a BMW. If you want a classic luxury, you go to like a Mercedes. If you want to do to a tech luxury, you want to go to an Audi. Instead, you can just go to Lucid, which is a master of all three. So now let's take a look at Lucid's first product, and that is the Lucid Air. Like I mentioned, this is expected to come out in the second half of this year, and the starting price from it is about $70,000 after an expectation of 7.5 federal grants or credits. But if that doesn't go through, this MSRP is going to be about $77,000. So like I mentioned, this is their starting line too. This is their entry position, the Lucid Air. Their entry position is definitely not one that many people can afford. Here we can take a look at some few more pictures of Lucid's vehicle right now. And you can see it definitely looks pretty insane. So if we take a look at EV technology, Lucid says they are the clear winner with the best battery at the moment. Vehicle ranges is about 517 miles for the Lucid Air. These are expected numbers. Tesla Model S is about 412. So they're saying that they have about 100 more miles than Tesla's Model S. They say it has longer range in its own right. It has faster miles per minute charging and equivalent range with the smaller and therefore lower cost battery pack. We can do see range, they seem to be the leaders based on their current numbers. But if we take a look at top speed and 0 to 60 miles per hour, Tesla seems to be the clear winner. Here we can also see all the models that Lucid Air is expected to make. They're going to make the Pure, which is going to be the first model. Then they're going to go with the Touring, Grand Touring, and Dream Edition. And you can see the different prices starting from $69,000, about $70,000, all the way up to $161,000. So you can see this is definitely a whole different price range for most people. They are saying that the way they're making their EV platform or their drivetrain per se, how they have everything compacted together will allow them to kind of make different vehicles. So for 2021, they are creating the whole Lucid Airline, which we just looked at. But by 2023, they are projecting to start the Project Gravity, which is going to be more of a luxury SUV vehicle. And not much change has to be made, like I said, because they're going to be taking similar drivetrain, similar kind of model setup of their Lucid Air. So those are the two major products that they're working with. And after the Project Gravity, they do not have anything that they want to reveal at the moment to investors. Outside the vehicles, they also could have the overall revenue from energy storage systems and also supply other companies with their technology. For example, all OEMs racing companies in the world's premier EV racing series are powered by Lucid battery packs and software. And this continue potential for a wide range of applications, including aircrafts, military, heavy machinery, agriculture, and marine. So they're saying that, hey, we can do stuff outside the consumer vehicle. Lucid Air is also ready for advanced autonomous driving functionality with 32 sensors on board. The Lucid Air is expected to launch with the most comprehensive sensor suite in the market. And they also are planned to launch with level 2 autonomous driving functionality and be capable of software upgrade over the air. They are saying by collecting and analyzing fleet data, Lucid can continuously enhance its autonomous driving features. And I do believe this is one thing Tesla, and I'm not even a Tesla shareholder, but I do believe this is one thing Tesla has over all these other companies is the amount of data that they have for autonomous driving because of the amount of vehicles they have made kind of ready for the public and at a price that the public can pay. They are starting to build their showrooms and service centers and kind of dealers. First 6 retail stores are now open with numerous stores opening in North America throughout 2021. They are also the entry to European and Middle Eastern markets are expected to start by the first half of 2022. That's less than 12 months away. Currently open, they have a lot in California, Newark, San Jose, Los Angeles, West Los Angeles, but they also have some in Miami, Florida, and West Palm, Florida. And under construction and in development, they are building in Illinois, Arizona, Massachusetts, New York, and Virginia. Now let's take a look at their facility right now. Our advanced manufacturing plant in Casa Grande, Arizona is scheduled to begin production, like I mentioned, in the second half of 2021. And right here, they actually have their overall phase. Right now, phase 1 is complete in their current manufacturing plant, which allows them up to 34,000 units a year. Phase 2 is currently being implemented, and this is going to give them a capability of about 90,000 units per year at full capacity, and that would be phase 3, and phase 4 would allow them about 365 units per year. They also are giving us production, total deliveries, and revenue. By 2022, they expect about 20,000 vehicles being delivered. By about 2023, 49,000. By 2024, 90,000. And by 2025, 135,000 annual deliveries. This gives them revenue of about 2.2 billion in 2022, about 5.5 in 2023, and about 9.9 in 2024. North America Lucid Air delivers, like I mentioned, expected the second half of 2021. In Europe, Middle East, and Africa, and China, deliveries are expected to begin in 2022 and 2023. Deliveries for Gravity are planned to start in 2023 as well. This company is not expected to be EBITDA profitable until 2024, and they're not expected to be free cash flow positive until 2025. They are expected to be gross profits by at least 2022. So you can see this is definitely a company in early stages still, financially. So now let's take a look at the transaction overview and see if we can find the true number of Lucid Motor at current price. So right now, the acquisition value is about $11.75 billion. Right here, we can see total soldiers show about $16 billion. But if we look at the fine print, it says that this assumes a $2.5 billion of PIPE proceeds at a purchase price of $15 per share. The CCI cash and trust does not change based on stock price. The PIPE proceed is currently based on $15, and the existing Lucid shareholders, this is more on the $10 stock price right now. So the first thing we want to do is take this PIPE proceed and make it into a $10 valuation, and that would be super easy. We would just do 2,500 divided by 15 times 10. Now if we add this by the $2 billion that they have in current cash, and the 11.750 billion that they have right now in existing Lucid shareholders, this gives the current stock price a valuation of about $15.5 billion at $10 stock price. But we know CCIV is not at $10 right now. It's sitting currently at $38. So you will times this by 3.8, right? Because that was at $10. And that gives this currently a valuation of about $60 billion at current stock price. Investors, I'm not sure how you guys are liking this. Is this a stock price you're willing to pay? Is this a valuation you're willing to pay for a company that hasn't delivered any vehicles? At least they are expected to deliver vehicles in the next few months. They already have a facility. They already have pre-orders. Everything is ready for them. Now they just need to start delivering them. So for me, I'm personally not touching Churchill Capital or Lucid Motors, not for any bearish reasons. It's just not a market I'm too happy to enter in right now. Currently looking to enter more positions in the EV market, but I'm not trying to get direct automobile companies, if you guys may understand. I'm trying to find companies inside the EV market that don't matter who the true EV winner is or what car company ends up being the top leader. I want a company that it doesn't matter who these leaders are, they can still do well with any of them. So share some of those in the comments below. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Take care, have a good night, and see you next time.